Shalom. Shalom, giving all praises, all glory, all honors unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Kakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. And this is just real quick. This is some some big news, right? As you can see here, this is from the Associated Press. Out of Mississippi, my city is gone. Tornadoes tear through Mississippi, killing more than 20. Okay. I'll get right into it. It says powerful tornadoes tore through parts of the deep south on Friday night, killing at least 23 people in Mississippi, obliterating dozens of buildings and leaving an especially devastating mark on a rural town whose mayor declared, "My city is gone." This is more judgment from Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai. These different tornadoes that just hit Mississippi last night is showing the power and the works of the Lord. And this is on top of the different earthquakes, okay, that have been hitting all around the world recently. You know, we read these prophecies and we read certain things in the scriptures, and we go over a lot of times, we'll talk on certain things that are happening, like the protests, the riots, which I do a lot, the earthquakes, right? But the scriptures also talk about different storms, hurricanes and so forth, all right? And a lot of times over the years, sometimes we have major storms that hit, like major hurricanes that hit and certain people die. And then you have certain smaller storms that hit and nobody dies. But this here, the Lord is starting to take out multiple numbers of people, even with storms that may be overlooked, so to speak. I'm gonna keep reading. It says the Mississippi Emergency Management Agency said in a Twitter post that search and rescue teams from local and state agencies were deployed to help victims impacted by the tornadoes. The agency confirmed early Saturday that 23 people had died, 4 were missing, and dozens were injured. All right. It says a few minutes later, the agency warned the casualty toll could go higher, tweeting, "Unfortunately, these numbers are expected to change." So the Lord is bringing death and destruction to Babylon the Great. And there's a lot of different people that live in Mississippi, all right? A lot of Jake, all right, so-called black people, all right, Judah. Jake is short for Jacob, which Jacob is another name for Israel or the Israelites. All right, and there's also Edomites that live, Issacharites, Anyway, it says, Mississippi Governor Tate Reeves tweeted Saturday that he was on his way to Sharkey County, whose the county seat of Rolling Fork was flattened. Devastating damage, as everyone knows. This is a tragedy. So that city of Rolling Fork is pretty much destroyed. And there's going to be a different number of tornadoes to hit in these last days that are going to destroy cities. Years ago, there was a major tornado that hit through Joplin, Missouri. And that city was pretty much destroyed. Okay? These are part of the plagues that are coming on America, aka Babylon the Great, according to Bible prophecy. This is to destroy this current system that is ruled by the wicked Edomites. All right? The wicked, the Edomites, which are mainly so-called white people. Um, and the Lord is going to destroy America and deliver the elect of the Hebrew Israelites, so-called blacksmiths and Native Americans, out of America. But that's not before bringing different types of destruction on this country. It says the National Weather Service confirmed the tornado caused damage about 60 miles northeast of Jackson, Mississippi. The rural towns, with Jackson, I believe, is the capital. All right, you got a camp there, GMS Camp. It says the rural towns of Silver City and Rolling Fork reported destruction as the tornado swept northeast at 70 miles per hour without weakening, racing towards Alabama through towns including Winona and Amory into the night. I read this here. It says, "My city is gone, but we are resilient and we are going to come back strong," he said. The National Weather Service issued an alert Friday night as the storm was hitting that didn't mince words. "To protect your life, take cover now." So this is the type of warning that the mayor of the city and the different leaders, all right, that tweeted. The National Weather Service said, "To protect your life, take cover now." And, you know, this is devastating, okay? Talks about the destruction. Got 40,000 customers without power in Tennessee, 15,000 without power in Mississippi, 20,000 without power in Alabama. So this was a pretty major earthquake. I mean, a pretty major storm that hit. You know, tornado that hit. Okay. Now check this. It says Rolling Fork and the surrounding area has wide expanses of cotton, corn, and soybean fields and catfish forming ponds. More than a half dozen shelters were opened in the state by emergency officials. So those farms, those fields, and corn and cotton were destroyed. So that's going to do a major blow to the economy in Mississippi down there, right? Now, we don't eat catfish, okay, according to the law, but those different fields of cotton and corn and soybeans and things, which really shouldn't eat soybeans neither, you know, but Esau, you know, a lot of estrogen forms in soy, especially when Esau makes these different foods. But anyway, that's going to affect the economy down there in that region in Mississippi. People are without shelter. So this is all judgment from the Lord, all judgment from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Yeah, so this is these different storms. It says Meteorologists saw a big tornado risk coming for the general region, not the specific area, as much as a week in advance, said Ashley, who was discussing it with his colleagues as early as March 17th. So they knew something was coming. The National Weather Service's Storm Prediction Center put out a long-range alert for the area on March 19th, he said. Tornado experts like Ashley have been warning about increased risk exposure in the region because of people building more. You mix a particularly socioeconomically vulnerable landscape with a fast-moving, long-track nocturnal tornado, and disaster will happen, Ashley said in an email. Earlier Friday, torrential rainfall in Missouri caused flooding that was blamed for the deaths of 2 people who were in a car that was swept away by high water. Another person was missing in another Missouri county hit by flash floods. Okay. So when you go into the book of Isaiah, the 29th chapter, in the 6th verse, okay, it says that the Lord will visit the earth with storm and tempest, okay, and with earthquake and flame of devouring fire. All right, and storm and tempest can mean hurricane, it can mean tornado, okay, torrential storms, rainfall. This is all a part of the Lord doing his work, okay, fulfilling prophecy. All right? And a lot of people are being put to death by these different storms and these quakes and this type of devastation. All right? And there's going to be more to come, because when you read the scriptures, it says that the days are evil. All right? We redeem the time because the days are evil. So we're living in the time of evil. Okay? But it's also a time of hope, that as the Lord is judging people, we, the hopeful elect, right, of Israel, the so-called black, Spanish, and Native Americans, the true Israelites, we are hoping to be saved from the destruction and devastation and judgment that the Lord is bringing. Okay? So I just want to say a few words on this article. A brother had put this out here, man. These tornadoes, man, they're doing damage, okay? Almost 24 people were killed, all right? Cities are destroyed. So with that, I want to give our praises, our glory, our honors unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, the learners to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.